Okay, I've had a lot of problems with lighting issues in my room at the moment. That's one of the reasons why I didn't post on Wednesday, is because I did actually make a video, but when I looked over it afterwards, it was too dark, and I couldn't be asked to make another one because I haven't actually been well lately. Well, I've had a really bad cold, and it's just been pissing me off. I didn't even go into work yesterday because of it. So yeah, I've been kind of lazy, but I wanted to make a video this week anyway. And one thing I wanted to talk about straight off was this little guy. I don't know if you can see him very well. He's part of my costume for Expo. If I can't, if he doesn't come out very well, then he's going to be aborted. But basically, because I'm doing Death from Discworld, I wanted something that really was associated with death. I mean, I've got the blue orbed eyes and everything, but I didn't think that was enough, so it was suggested that I make a little Death of Rats. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at making things, not crafting. This kind of crafting is kind of beyond me, and this is why he looks kind of wrong. His head also comes off, because I tried finding white Fimo, and I couldn't find any white Fimo. This was the best I could find, and it has pattern on it, so that was no good. Admittedly, I only went to Chippenham because I've been really trying to save money at the moment, so otherwise I would have gone to Bath. So I'm going to find some paint tomorrow, and I'm going to paint him white, and hopefully that'll be better. And I've got to work on his little hood. He looks really bad right now, but I'm hoping this weekend to make him look better. If he doesn't, if I'm not happy, then he's not coming with me. But yeah, so one thing I did discover while I was not well yesterday, when I was off work yesterday, was channel surfing. And that's something that I sort of vaguely do sometimes, but not usually. I sort of have my set programs I watch in the morning. Okay, don't judge me, I watch Jeremy Kyle, so what? I actually find it quite interesting. I find it when they yell at each other more fun than anything else, but I do think it's actually a good a program. I'm not usually into those type of shows, but this one I actually enjoy, and I blame Sel for it. Or thank her, blame her, whatever. But I also watch The Simpsons. I watch Pointless when I come home from work. I watch The Simpsons after that, and then, unless Supernatural or Red Dwarf is on, new series is actually pretty good. It's not hilarious, but it is pretty good. I am enjoying it. It's not laugh out loud funny, it's not the same as the old, but it's still enjoyable. I'm finding the plot lines good enough. But for the most part, I don't tend to just sit and channel surf, at least not very often. But yesterday I literally had nothing to do because I wasn't feeling well, obviously, and so I just sat downstairs and I just spent most of the day just surfing through channels. And through doing this, I sort of, I don't know if I discovered anything new to watch, but I did watch a bit of Have I Got News For You, which is something that I vaguely remember watching once, but haven't really properly sat down and watched, and I actually found it pretty funny. Excuse me. Gee. And I actually did, I did enjoy that. It did actually make me laugh. Even if it did have Jeremy Clarkson on being very insulting to every nation. You also had him throwing a pen to one of the contestants, which I thought was funny. I also watched some more Jeremy Kyle. There was a lot of Jeremy Kyle on. I also found a clip of Gilmore Girls. The reason why I even settled on this was because it has Sam in it from Supernatural, or Jared Padalecki, or whatever you say his name, before he did Supernatural, and I thought it was just funny to see him in a different role. And his name is Dean. It's like, no, your name can't be Dean. Dean is your brother in Supernatural. This is confusing. But I thought that was... I don't know if Gilmore Girls is a show I could get into, because I'm not usually a fan of that kind of thing. Although one of my... I call it a guilty pleasure, even though I don't really have any... I don't really feel guilty about watching it, and I have no... don't mind admitting that I like Sex and the City. In fact, I've watched quite a lot of it over the last couple of days, because all I've really wanted to do is just lie in bed and watch stuff. And I watch Sex and the City usually whenever I'm in the mood for something I don't know. Sometimes I watch it when I'm in a mood for something that I've seen before. I'm not in the mood to watch anything new. I just sort of want to watch something light-hearted and comedy, and just before bed. And yeah, I have lots of programs that I watch. I do that with Red Dwarf or Community or whatever. But Sex and the City comes around every now and again. And I haven't worked my way through it for a long time, so I'm currently watching that. And yeah, so that's all I've really got to say. Channel surfing. It's fun to do. I kind of wish I did it more often, actually. Maybe I discover something new to watch, because whenever I'm in the mood to watch something new, it never occurs to me to just flick through the channels. So there you go. Next week, I'll have some news on my Expo costume, because it's nearly Expo. See you then.